Hello students, welcome to online class. Today we'll learn about Python fundamental. Let's start. So first we need to learn about Python character set. So what is Python character set? A set of valid characters that recognized by Python. Python uses the traditional ASCII character set. The full form of ASCII is American Standard Code of Information Interchange. The latest version recognizes the Unicode character set also. The ASCII character set is a subset of the Unicode character set. So over there the letters are represented in uppercase A to Z as well as in lowercase also. The digits are represented 0 to 9. Special symbols are also available over there. White space means the blank space, tab, carriage return, new line, from feed, these all belongs to white space, and some other character also that comes under Unicode. Next in input and output. For an example, var1, var for variable 1 equal within double inverted computer science and variable 2 that's for informatics practices. So next line will be print var1 and var2, then the output will computer science and informatics practices. That means with the help of AND operator and single inverted we can be able to join two variables together. Next is raw input. It's a kind of a function in Python which allows a user to give input to a program from a keyboard but in the form of string. Please note it down. Raw input function is deprecated in Python 3. That means the raw input function is deprecated in Python 3. Example, age equal int raw input enter your age, percentage equal float raw input enter percentage. Int is the data type, that means against age variable the user can be able to enter his or her age. It will be a number, that's why int is a data type. Next is percentage. Percentage can have the opportunity to be a flexible number with decimal, that's why it's data type float. Next is input. Input function in Python allows the user to give input to a program from a keyboard, but it returns the value accordingly. Example, age equal int input enter your age, c equal age plus 2. It will not produce any kind of error. Why it will not produce any kind of error? Because age variable will accept an integer value and then we are added by 2 also with age. So that means that 2 value will add and display the result. Note, input function will enter string value in Python 3, so on. Need, int, float function can be used for data conversion. Now token. Token is what? The smallest individual unit in a program is known as token. Some of the example of token are keyword, identifier, literals, operator and punctuator. Now what is keyword? Keywords are the reserved word of the compiler or the interpreter which cannot be used as identifier. Now in this table you can follow some of the keywords of Python like AND, NOT, OR, pass, from, class, del. These are some of the example of keyword. Identifier. A Python identifier is a name used to identify a variable, function, class, module or other object. An identifier starts with a letter A to Z, maybe in uppercase or lowercase, or with an underscore followed by a 0 or more letter, underscore and digit, that is 0 to 9. Python does not allow any special character. Identifier must not be a keyword in Python. Python is a case-sensitive programming language. So these are the characteristics of Python identifier. Thus roll number and roll number are two different identifiers in Python. It means, see the last point, Python is a case-sensitive programming language. Case-sensitive means you need to follow, if you start the name of the variable or identifier in capital, so you need to be careful. If you have start the name in lowercase, you have to be careful and you need to continue in lowercase only. So that's why uppercase roll number and lowercase roll number will be considered as two different identifier in Python. Now some of the valid identifier name, you can see my book or file 123, Z2D, next date 2, then underscore number. These are the valid identifier, and some of the invalid identifier are to RNO, then break, then my.book, then data hyphen cs. These are some invalid identifier. Some additional naming conventions. Class name start with an uppercase letter. All other identifiers start with a lowercase letter. Starting an identifier with a single leading underscore indicate that the identifier is private. Starting an identifier with two leading underscore indicates a strong private identifier. If the identifier also ends with two trailing underscore, the identifier is a language defined special name. Next point is for literal. Literal in Python can be defined as number, text or other data that represent value to be stored in variable. Example of string literals in Python are name equal Johnny, fname equal Johnny. See the difference in between name and fname. In case of name, you can write with single inverted. In case of fname, you can write with double inverted. That means one thing is compulsory to mention string inverted. Example of integer literals in Python. For numeric literal, age equal 22. Example of float literal in Python, height equal 6.2. Example of special literal in Python, name equal none. Now some of the escape sequence in Python. If you give these two backslash together, then it will be known as blank space. If you give one, then it will be known as single quote. If you give one, then it will be double quote. If you write only A, then it will be ASCII bell, B for backspace, F for form feed, N for line feed, R for carriage return, T for horizontal tab, V for ASCII vertical tab, and triple O for character with octal value, and next is for character with hexadecimal value. So these are escape sequence. Operator. What is operator? Operator can be defined as symbols that are used to perform operations and operand. Type of operator: arithmetic operator, relational operator, assignment operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, membership operator, and identify operator. In Python we are having 7 different types of operator. Arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator are used to perform arithmetic operations like addition, multiplication, division, etc. Just follow the table over here. We can see operator description and their examples. So in the number 1, that is plus, it perform addition of two number. Example, you can see a plus b. Next is subtraction, it performs subtraction of two number. Example is a minus b. Next one is for the division, it perform the division of two number, that is a slash b. Next one, that asterisk one, it is for the multiplication, it perform multiplication of two number, a into b. Next one is the percentage sign, it is actually known as mod. It helps to find out the remainder, or we can call it as modulus also. So a mod b. Next one is double slash, it is the float division, it removes digit after the decimal point. That means the difference between single slash and double slash. In case of single slash, it can display the number after division with decimal, but if you give two slash together, it will be considered as float division, but over here you will not get any kind of decimal value. And then two asterisk sign together, single is for multiplication, but if you give two asterisk sign together, then it will be considered as exponent. It helps to perform power, raise of power. Relational operator. So relational operator are used to compare the value. Now some of the example of relational operator. Number one, double equal. That double equal option helps to compare left hand side with the right hand side, and it returns the value true if it equals to B, otherwise false if it not. Next one is not equal. It return true if A is not equal to B. Next is greater than, return true if A is greater than B or the left hand side is greater than right hand side. Next is greater than equal. It returns true if A greater than B or A is equal to B. Next option is less than. It less than return true if A is less than B, and then less than equal. It return true if A is less than B or A is equal to B. Assignment operator. Assignment operator used to assign value to the variable. Equal, it assign value from right side operator to left side operand. That means A equal B. So that means it assign value from right side operand to left side operand. That means we are assigning the value of A as B. Plus equal, add two number and assign the result to left operand. So A plus B, that means A and B will add on and display the result left hand side. Next, divide two number and assign the result to left operand. That means slash equal, A slash equal B. Then multiply equal, multiply two number and assign the result to the left operand. Next is subtract two number and assign the result to left operand. Then mod equal, it assign the result to the left operand. Then floor equal, perform floor division on two number and assign the result to left operand. Then exponent, it calculate power on operators and assign the result to left operand. Logical operator. Logical operator are used to perform logical operations on the given two variable or value. Some of the example of logical operator are AND, it return true if both the condition are true, or return true if either or both the condition are true, and NOT, it reverse the condition. In case of AND operator, both the condition needs to be positive, otherwise the result will be 0 or false. In case of OR operator, any of your condition needs to be positive or both the condition can be positive. And in case of NOT, it reverse the condition, that means it will run in negative mode. See one example, A equal 30, B equal 20. So the condition is if A double equal 30, that means if A value match with 30 and B double equal 20, that means if B match with 20, then print hello. So output will be hello. Next option is membership operator. The membership operator in Python are used to validate whether a value is found within a sequence such as string, list or tuple. In returns true if value exists in the sequence, else false, like A in list. Not in, return true if value does not exist in the sequence, else false, A not in list. Example, A equal 22, list equal 22, 99, 27, 31. In answer, A in list. Not in answer equal A not in list. Print in answer, print not in answer. Now see the output, the first one become true. Why? Because in answer A in list. So we are having small a, so A equal assigned as 22, so 22 is there in the list, so that's why the first answer become positive. Next one, print not in answer, so it will be false because that 22 is already in the list, but here we have given not in list, so that's why it will be false. Identify operator. Identify operator in Python compare the memory location of two objects. One is and one is not. Is return true if two variable point the same object or else false. A is B. Is not, it return true if two variable point the different object, else false. See the example, A equal 34, B is also 34. If A is B, then print both A and B has the same identity. Else print A and B has different identity. That means if A is not equal to B, then it will print A and B has different identity. B is 99. If A is B, print both A and B has same identity. Else print A and B has different identity. Now the output, both A and B has same identity because A and B assign as 34. Next we are assigning B as 99, and that time it will print that A and B has different identity. See right hand side one diagram, memory address of a variable in Python. See str1 means string 1 equal India, string 2 is also India. String 1 double equal str2, it will produce true. Str1 is str2, it will produce true. So in case of India is assigned against str1 and str2, so that's why in this case both the answer will be true, means positive. Now the punctuator. Punctuator used to implement the grammatical and structure of a syntax. Following are the Python punctuator, that comma, inverted, double inverted, slash, bracket, equal, plus, double equal, etc. Bare bone of a Python program. Now we can consider one program. Function definition, that def key, argfunc, emp name, emprole. That means def, it is the short form of definition. So after definition, key argument function, emp name and emp role, print emp name comma emp name, then print emp role comma emp role, then return. So this particular line comes under function from def to return. Next line, a equal 20, print calling in proper sequence, then key argument function emp name equal nick, emp role equal manager, print calling in opposite sequence, key argument function emp role equal manager, emp name equal nick. So these are the statement. A Python program contains the following components: expression, statement, comments, function, block, and n indentation. What is expression? Which is evaluated and produce result. That means 20 plus 4 by 4. The output will come as an expression. Statement. Statement is an instruction that does something. Example, a equal 20, print calling in proper sequence. So this print option is work with statement. Comments, which is readable for programmer but ignored by Python interpreter. Comments are different type, like single line comment which begins with hash sign, multi-line comment which is also known as docstring, either write multiple line beginning with hash sign or use triple quote multiple line. Example, that down one. Function, a code that has some name and it can be reused. Example, key argfunc in the above program. Block and indentation, it's a group of statement is block and indentation at same level create a block. Example, all the three statement with key argument function. Variable, most important thing of a program. Variable is a name given to a memory location. A variable can consider as a container which holds value. Python is a type of infer language, that means you don't need to specify the data type of variable. Python automatically get variable data type depending upon the value assigned to the variable. Assigning value to a variable, name equal Python, that means we are assigning string data type. Sum equal none, a variable without a value, that means blank space. See the right hand side, a23 assigning an integer value, b equal 6.2 assigning float value. Next, sum equal a plus b, that means we are going to add a and b value. Then finally print sum, that means the sum variable will print the result. Multiple assignment, which assign a single value to many variable, like a equal b equal c equal 1, that means all the value of a, b and c will be 1. Single value to multiple variable. a comma b equal 1 comma 2. Multiple value to multiple variable a comma b equal a. Value of a and b is swapped or interchange. Variable scope and lifetime in Python program. Local variable def function x equal print x, function equal print x. Over here it will show an error message. Global variable x equal 8, then difference function print x, calling variable x inside the function, then function, then print x, calling variable outside the function. That means over here in the first local variable example, that definition function x equal 8 print x. So after assigning the x value, we are calling print x. Then we are declaring the function, and then again we are calling print x. It's a wrong method. See the correct one. We are assigning the value of x as x equal 8. Then we are declaring the function. Then we are calling variable x, which is inside the function, and it is a correct method. Then function, and then again we want to print x. Then we are calling the variable x outside the function. Dynamic typing, one of the most important feature of Python. Data type of a variable depend or change upon the value assigned to a variable on each next statement. X equal 25, that means we are assigning an integer type value. X equal Python within double inverted. So x variable data type change to string on just next line. That means in Python we can change a variable value as per our requirement, maybe in the next line also. Now programmer should be aware that not to write like this, y equal x by 5. It will show an error because last we have assigned x value as Python. X value right now is not 25. Right now the value of x is Python. So Python means string, and we all know string cannot be divided by a number. That's why it will show an error message. Print statement. It comes under input and output. Print function in Python is used to print output on the screen. Syntax of print function: print within bracket, write anything, can be text, can be number, then finally it will print like that way only. So you can see the example: print 122, print hello India, print computer science, print computer science, shape, and each and everything we can be able to print. One thing you need to remember, with the help of print statement, if you want to print any string or character, we need to provide that string or character within single or double inverted. Input from keyboard. Variable equal input, then within bracket you have to prompt which you want to display. That means your information you have to provide. The input function always returns a value of string type. If you enter integer value, it will be treated as a string only. Age equal int, then bracket input, then what is your age, then whatever you will type as a number, it will print that number only, but it will treat as a string only. Thank you for watching my video.